I would like to start this video off with an apology because I feel as though I am wrong about something. I have been chanting from the rooftops in the mountains that it can't get no worse than Lori Lightfoot because I was confident that if you just vote her out and you bring a new person in, things will start to get better. And I seemingly have been horrendously wrong on that because this new guy comes in and he's had the worst of luck being a mayor and the best of luck being a PR nightmare. And today is just the latest stunt in making me raise my eyebrow and question, what are you doing for the betterment of the people who live in that city? Because they have this system put in place called ShotSpotter or Spotter Shot or something like that that's used to help find where some shootings are taking place. You get the general idea. And this guy, who apparently made a promise to get rid of this system, has officially started the process of getting rid of that system.
Technology on a pole tonight is being shot down by the Chicago mayor's office, but it's not dying immediately. Even though the gunshot detection contract expires this week, ShotSpotter will continue through the summer. When gunshots are detected, the equipment under contract with City Hall is to immediately send information to Chicago police, and patrol officers can be deployed to that area. In 2021, the I-Team obtained and analyzed 37,763 ShotSpotter alerts that had been recorded in Chicago. That data investigation revealed that in more than 32,000 of those incidents, when the system apparently detected gunfire, police responded but didn't report a crime. That's 86% of the time there were shots detected, but no charges. Our reporting was followed a few months later by this Inspector General's report on the $33 million technology that found less than 1 in 10 ShotSpotter alerts actually found evidence of a gun crime.
But if something doesn't work, why wouldn't you just get rid of it when the contract expires in 2 days?
Tonight, the I-Team circles back with Chicago's Inspector General following Mayor Johnson's decision to scrap the ShotSpotter contract, allowing coverage only through the summer, including the Democratic National Convention.
I don't know whether the public has been served. That's sort of where we landed in our analysis when we looked at ShotSpotter data back in 2021, was that the Chicago Police Department's data did not itself demonstrate a substantial operational benefit.
And you would think in your mind, maybe you have some sort of a backup plan, maybe something to help mitigate all this crime going around, because yes, crime is going down, but you would think to really start to see some great dividends, you would have a system put in place ready, willing to install once you get rid of this first option that apparently hasn't been the best when it comes to the track record of actually finding people who are committing crimes or shooting in the area. But you don't. At current knowledge, you don't have any system ready to be put in place. You're seemingly keeping this around up until about the summertime, but then after that, you got nothing. I would think the best course of action in a society where snitching is not something that people approve of, you have something ready, willing, and able. That way, it could just start there, and you don't have to have this weird gray area period where people are confused, people are concerned, the community is not in agreement with this, and it seems like the community doesn't want this shit to go away anyway.
ShotSpotter supporters, including Police and Fire Committee Chair Alderman Chris Taliaferro, say the technology helps solve crimes.
I think it has been an improvement from the traditional call to 911, which goes through a process before it's even dispatched out. And once that dispatch occurs, you've lost valuable time in helping to save lives.
We need to make sure that we are equipping members of the police department as best as we can to succeed in what is dangerous and challenging work, and that we're doing everything we can to keep everybody safe in uniform and out.
ShotSpotter corporate officials tonight have not commented on losing their city contract, but this month on the company website did post a 17-page defense of the technology in Chicago, citing 6 years of positive protection, they say, alerting police to gunfire, almost 3,000 guns taken off the streets, and helping to save, they say, at least 125 lives. We'll see what actually happens with this contract over the next 4 or 5 months.
Chicago is pulling the plug on ShotSpotter. It's the controversial technology that is supposed to alert police to gunfire.
Nate Rogers reports that decision may be almost as controversial as the program itself.
Even on the campaign trail, Mayor Brandon Johnson said that he would remove ShotSpotter from the city's budget. Critics say that the service is unreliable and leads to unconstitutional policing. Others, including police officers, say that it's a reliable resource, especially in underserved communities where the code of silence still maintains.
35 cities have already said this technology is unreliable.
In September, right after the DNC in Chicago, ShotSpotter will end. The technology alerts police in real time to locations where gunshots were fired.
I feel it is very disrespectful of the mayor to make a decision like this without even getting the input of the community.
In place since 2018, ShotSpotter cost Chicagoans about $8 million annually. City council members speaking in Inglewood today outraged by the mayor's decision not to renew the contract, saying with the department down more than 2,000 officers, many residents are not calling police.
We're here to tell the mayor that he's wrong, that he needs to change his decision and listen to the community.
Black and brown communities hear gunshots all the time. There are some communities are immune to it. So therefore, sometimes people just don't call the police. ShotSpotter saves lives. Why? Because the police will still respond to that call.
On the other side, several cities have rejected ShotSpotter because of inaccuracies and red flags.
What the Inspector General's report found is that the police enter every single situation with a ShotSpotter report, guns blazing, because they think that there's shots being fired in that moment. And in the case of Adam Toledo, what occurred is it led to that little boy, that 13-year-old boy, being shot and killed.
In a statement, the mayor's office saying in part, quote, law enforcement and community safety stakeholders will assess tools and programs that effectively increase both safety and trust and issue recommendations to that effect. Former top cop Gary McCarthy also not a fan of the decision.
I think it's a bad decision as far as catching bad guys and preventing somebody else from getting shot.
Now, we must add, in the case of Adam Toledo, a gun was found in his possession. Also, the police board ordered an officer involved to be disciplined. And now the last day for ShotSpotter is September 22nd. Until then, aldermen in Inglewood today telling us that they will work to win majority city council support to overturn the mayor's plans.
I could understand that you have a bright idea, ready, willing, and able. And if he had, I really wouldn't have had anything to say. But it's the fact that they're cutting ties with this business. They're keeping it around for a few months, I guess, to make sure that they have something put in place. But wouldn't you want to have that before you officially announce to the public, hey, everybody, we're getting rid of this thing so that we could bring in this new thing immediately, not in the next few months, that will be better than what you already were used to, so that you can be a little bit safer and crime could go down even more. But seemingly, this guy just wasn't prepared for the backlash, and he wasn't prepared for a bunch of people to say, leave that alone. That's been helping us, because in the eyes of this guy, it's better to be a PR nightmare than to actually listen to the people that put you in office, because that's the worst idea, and getting rid of something that helps people is seemingly the best idea. We will see how this plays out. Maybe it'll work. Maybe the backup plan that they're thinking about will be something that is better. But who knows? At current standing, this is a dumbass fucking decision. But let me know, do you think it's a good idea? Do you think there should have been a better plan in terms of announcing this? Do you snitch on your fellow brother or sister when they steal things from the pantry in the middle of the night and everybody's asking who the fuck took it? And I will see you all in the next one. Mwah. Subscribe. Goodbye.